Did you give him the white glove
Give
treatment?
him the white glove treatment.
Ryan's very excited.
Welcome to the show, the host of this show. And Rich, I want to ask you a question first off. Did Mike give you the treatment today? Did he let you know that I was very excited to speak with you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, that happened. I think we're going to have a much better segment today now because of it.
I think so too. You got to drink some Intercept wine last night. Eat with Charles Woodson. I mean, tell us about your evening before the draft.
How's your hangover?
There's no hangover.
Oh, you're a pro.
Hangover.
I'm sorry.
I'm a pro. My voice is intact for tonight
sounds
and
timbery.
tomorrow and Saturday. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, I'm ready to go. Last night, Barry's Prime Downtown.
Okay,
downtown. Where we went.
Nice.
Yeah, downtown. When we went downtown, passed by the hotel, the first hotel I ever stayed in Las Vegas, back when I was in college. Zipped by it. If I'd only seen it, sooner, I'd have taken a picture of it. It's just a wild. And then they shut down Las Vegas Boulevard around 10 o'clock last night, right around the intersection of between Caesars and Bellagio, because the stage for the prospects, the red carpet, is right there at the Bellagio fountains. So I'm expecting a monster crowd on Las Vegas Boulevard tonight, just a monster, because the draft hall is on the other side of it. It's like on the, if you know Las Vegas, and Bellagio is on one side, the Paris Hotel is on another. It's behind the Paris Hotel towards the Thomas and Mack Center. Mm-hmm. So that's where it is, and so they're going to need to have like a clear path for the prospects to get across Las Vegas Boulevard.
Wow.
And get to the draft set, and I just think it's going to be, from what I'm told, potentially I'm seeing how it's all, Las Vegas Boulevard is closed off for that entire section. Ooh. Like no cars can go north or south. I'm watching them turn around right now. It's just going to be a mass humanity on Las Vegas Boulevard tonight, and
love it.
I can't wait to see it lit up. Can't wait to see this town lit up with draft.
Well, I want to give you some good news. We've already held the first 8 picks of the NFL draft today on the show, and your Jets selected Sauce Gardner. By the way,
Rich, we're doing a mock draft. Rich, we're doing all 32 picks. Each of us get 8. I had number 4, and I made you happy.
Well, I mean, what would you have done otherwise?
I would have probably picked
Michael Del Tufo had the
recap for him. We have.
Michael Del Tufo had the number 3 pick, and he easily could have taken Sauce Gardner right there. Right now, what we have is how the Rich Eisen Show mock draft has gone. Number 1 overall pick was Kayvon Thibodeau out of Oregon. Number 2, the Detroit Lions selected Aiden Hutchinson out of Michigan.
That was me.
That was TJ. Iquanu went to the Houston Texans. Mike Del Tufo made that pick. The Jets selected Sauce Gardner by Chris Brockman. The Giants, I selected Evan Neal, offensive tackle. The Panthers and TJ selected Trayvon Walker. And the Giants, with Del Tufo, selected Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Ohio State. And then at 8, the Falcons, which Chris Brockman drafted, was Jamison Williams from Alabama.
Those are all, I mean, the one that's kind of out of left field and really out there is Thibodeau, number 1 overall.
Yep, it is.
And that doesn't mean that that he's not a talent worthy of it. It's just that I don't know if that'll happen, but, it's possible that, that the Jets do take Sauce where they do, and it's possible the Texans do take Sauce in front of the Jets. I've been told to keep an eye on that it's a total crapshoot, which is a great phrase to use for this draft. And the whole idea that Thibodeau can't go number 1 is out the window, because anything could possibly happen tonight. I doubt it will. I think it's going to be Trayvon Walker, but those are all possible slots for everyone else.
Well, since we have you here, we'd like you to participate in the next part of the mock draft, because the Jets select after the Seattle Seahawks here, which is what I have. So if you can bear with us just for one moment, we would love for you to make the 10th overall pick for the New York Jets.
Value,
I'm going to give up my pick to you, Rich. I'm scheduled to pick for the Jets, but I'm going to bequeath it to you, and Ryan has the number 9 pick.
With the number 9 overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks, on a draft swap from the Denver Broncos, select Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback, LSU.
Well, and that makes me very happy because we've already taken a corner and we were going to take a second one. That leaves Drake London for the Jets, and I think that's what they would do.
Drake
is in. The New York Jets select Drake London out of USC.
Yes.
And the last time the Jets used a first-round pick, either this – I got to get this fact straight before tonight. Either this high, top 10, or at all, was USC's Keyshawn Johnson.
Keyshawn, right, number 1.
So there is a little bit of a connectivity in terms of taking somebody out of USC. So hopefully it'll work out a little bit better long-term than it did with Sanchez. We'll see how it goes. And Darnold.
And Rich, I would have picked Drake for you guys as well. So we were.
I was right on the same page.
We were right there with that one.
Look at us.
The mind meld exists. The mind meld exists. Really looking forward to NFL Network tonight. The coverage for Rich and Kurt Warner and everybody starts at 8 Eastern on NFL Network. How's the atmosphere building towards this? Your front row seat for it. How's it been building since you got into town, and where is it at now?
Every single person I run into that works at NFL Network or works with the NFL, the first thing we say to each other is like, can you believe this is happening? None of us can. I mean, I'm thinking about how actually to start tonight's broadcast, because tonight's broadcast will start with, no doubt, a minute of scenic shots of our draft position, the draft hall's position, the red carpet, pontoons position, and just the scope of it all. And the never say never aspect of the NFL is embodied by this event, from Tom Brady 199th overall to those who are not drafted, like your next guest in Kurt Warner, to everything else. And so this draft itself embodies never say never, because when NFL Network started, in the first 10, 15 years of me associated with the network, anybody ever said, let's have a draft in Las Vegas, the answer would be like, never.
Never.
It would ever, in a million years, would that ever come out of somebody's mouth, and it would be believable. But we are here, and this is a bit of a dry run for the main event 2 years from now, when the Super Bowl is going to be here. And everybody's just walking around going, what will the Super Bowl week be like here? And my best guess is it will be just insane. And I think that's, maybe stating the obvious, but also in the fact that the town can absorb it. I mean, the amount of hotel rooms that you just look at on one street corner, one intersection in Las Vegas, might be more than some small market cities in the NFL that dream of hosting a Super Bowl one day. So we're just looking around here and just kind of stumbling around in shock that we're here, that this exists, that the NFL is in Las Vegas. I mean, the draft hall that you're going to see tonight has got the logos of the NFL near like the logos of playing cards, like a diamond, a heart, a club, a spade, and it's nuts. Like, I can't believe that. And it's funny how, like, years ago, I'm 52, so I had a 40th birthday party in L.A. Now, geez, a dozen years ago, and there was a party at night, but during the day I had a charity poker tournament, and the invitation to the charity poker tournament had 4 kings on it, like I put, like you've gotten 4 of a kind.
Right.
And I sent it to a whole bunch of NFL executives, including, Roger Goodell, to invite them to be part of a charity event for my birthday. And I remember being pulled into the office of Steve Bornstein, who was in charge of the NFL Network. And he's just like, I got this invitation with 4 playing cards on it. Did you send this to everyone else? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what were you thinking? And I'm like, it's for charity. He goes, I'm sure it's fine, but like, did you didn't send this to the commissioner, did you? And I'm like, I might have.
Maybe.
I might have.
I just washed over me like, how stupid can you be? But it was for charity. I didn't think anything of it, and obviously nothing came of it. But that's just the general sense of, growing up, if you will, at NFL Network is like, you got to think twice when you're talking about playing cards or anything like that, or Las Vegas. I mean, we're here. This is insane.
Rich, I got a great idea.
I
got a great idea for you. Here's how you open the show. And I'm sure you're wearing the finest Italian leather tonight on the air, right? You're gonna be Italian linen. You're gonna be pressed. You're gonna look. He probably has Italian leather shoes. I'm just going out on a limb.
Good point.
Here's what I'm.
Should I get a pen here, Chris? Should I get a pen? Should I write this?
No. You're gonna be able to remember this. Here's what you need to do. You dress up as Elvis, and that's how you come on and start the show. You can easily change in the first commercial break. But if you come on the air and you're dressed like Elvis, you are going to go so viral tonight, it's going to be crazy.
And you could say Elvis has left the building, but the NFL's re-entered the building.
I don't know if you want to do that, but
I'm there. How can I say Elvis has entered the building when it's like, guys.
Mike, help me. Mike, work with me.
One more. I'm trying.
I'm giving Rich a chance to go viral tonight. Dress as Elvis.
I'm not here to go viral. I'm here to professionally host.
Rich, your whole life is trying to go viral, okay? I know you, all right? This is your moment. You're in Las Vegas. Dress as Elvis. Well, or you could go as Siegfried or Roy and have, like, DJ and David Shaw be, like, the Tigers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I don't think we have enough time for that. In terms of costuming.
Okay.
Or just get an Elvis impersonator out there and let him open the show.
What I have done, though, is I have reached out to Jack Andrade of NFL Network Research to see if there are any prospects with the name Siegfried or Roy, Wayne or Newton, Frank or Sinatra, Dean or Martin, Sammy or Davis.
Okay.
And
how about or green
down the line,
or anything that may have carrot or top in it as well. So
there is a Murray State defensive line prospect who's not expected to be drafted, but you never know. This prospect's name is Maurice Green.
No way! No way!
His nickname is Mo.
Oh my gosh!
Get this man a sign.
Mo Green.
Get him a signpost.
Oh my God!
There is a Mo Green.
Wow,
that's amazing
for drafting.
I love it.
That would be the viral moment, Chris. If this kid gets drafted.
Now we're talking.
Trust me. My Brian Anger moment where I stop the draft and go off will look like a walk in the park.
Attaboy.
Well, we
can only pray for Saturday.
Well, we can't wait for that.
Yes.
We look forward to your broadcast tonight. We're going to get to your co-host, Kurt Warner, here in just a minute.
Fantastic.
But thanks again for the opportunity and for calling in today. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, buddy. Have fun.
Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. Have a great time tonight, man. And just remember, like, you're a professional. You don't need us telling you, best of luck. But just remember that you're doing this not only for your parents, you're doing this for Susie and the kids and for the University of Michigan. But way more importantly than that, you are representing Brockman Del Tufo and myself tonight. So I just don't want to add pressure, but just remember that.
No, and I appreciate that. I will be sitting straighter up in my chair with that knowledge. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or, as somebody who's in residence here might say, you are the wind beneath my wings.
It's important. Important stuff from Rich Eisen there and TJ Jefferson. Important stuff.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Rich. Rich Eisen, everybody, from The Rich Eisen Show.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.